Hello everybody, Loki Magics, another day, another video. But today's video is all about rare and epic champions that could 4-key Nightmare Clan Boss. Now, the reason why I picked epic and rares is because honestly, they're way more easier to obtain than legendaries, right? And Nightmare for me was a turning point because when I got to Nightmare, I realized, hey, I really need to understand the fundamentals of this game, and which I feel like most of you guys already know the fundamentals. You guys are really smart, clever people, so you really don't need too much advice on that. But I feel like the real struggle is really not having resources, or I guess depending on how much money you spend on this game, right? It makes you kind of hesitant to build certain champions, and you just kind of want to know like what works and what doesn't. I feel like that's really the bigger issue. So I figured, you know what, let me waste some of my resources to kind of present to you guys baseline models of team composition that can do Nightmare, because Nightmare chest rewards can be very helpful for your account. You get shards, you get skill up books, and you can slowly progress into Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, right? So as long as you kind of know the baseline, as long as you have a baseline team comp and you could build up from there, I think you're good to go. There's really no rush, there's really no hurry for you to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and being able to 1-key it, because what's the incentive? You don't get anything special for 1-keying anything. If they did have something like an avatar or some kind of better chest rewards, then I can understand that. But honestly, if you're just playing this game and you're just getting into it and you get to Nightmare, there's no rush. Just build a simple baseline team and from there slowly upgrade. So that's the purpose of this video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Round 1. Fight!
Alright, so let's break this team down. So we have Tyrell in the lead because he has that 25% increased defense aura, which is very helpful, and on his A1 decreased attack, and on his A2 decreased defense. So pretty much he's there for damage mitigation. He is a very helpful champion in Clan Boss. Now you have Steel Skull, not sure if it's a boy or girl, but it's a very good support champion because on her A1 she has poisons, on her A2 I believe heals, and her A3 has increased defense buff. So very helpful for Clan Boss. Apothecary has an A1 that hits 3 times, which is really good if you put Giant Slayer or War Master. You know, it's really up to you, personal preference. But he also has an A3 that has increased speed and turn meter, increases your turn meter, right? So overall this guy is boosting and helping you out, dish out more DPS, especially if you don't have a counter attack champion. Apothecary can be very helpful, and you won't regret leveling him because you can use him pretty much throughout any content in the game. Now we have Frozen Banshee, who does tons of damage through poison, which many people will say she's the best poisoner in the game right now. That's debatable, but for sure she is definitely one of the top 3, easily one of the top 3 poisoners in this game. Now we have Whisper. You know, for me personally, I wouldn't say Whisper is the best Clan Boss champion, but sometimes you have to use what you have, right? So, you know, it's just one of those cases. Hey, I need a 5th member in my team comp. I have Whisper, she's leveled up, let me use her. And the whole point of this video is just to build a baseline so we could transition into Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. So, you know, just don't, you know, count out a champion because they might not be best for Clan Boss. You got to use what you have. And also remember, artifacts are key. You can have every champion in this game, but if your artifacts aren't up to par, then you're not going to do as well anyway. So remember, team comp and artifacts are very important. And speaking of artifacts, I will show you guys everybody's artifacts at the end of the video. So if you want to watch that, that will be at the end of the video. But for now, let's move on to the next team composition.
Round 2. Fight!
Okay, so you guys already know Tyrell and Apothecary, so let's talk about the 3 new members on this team composition. So we'll start off with Coffin Smasher. Now Coffin Smasher is an excellent rare champion because his A1 attacks multiple times and it has the big version of decreased attack. Also his A2 has HP burn, so overall his kit is just designed for Clan Boss, right? He's a very solid rare champion for any team comp. Honestly, he'll help you out a lot. Now let's move on to Aethor. Aethor, he's a unique, I wouldn't say unique, he isn't like super good, but he does bring utility because his A1 can steal the Clan Boss attack up buff, right? So that definitely helps out. Aethor could steal that from him. It's not a guarantee, but it's a possibility. But his A2 places 4 big poisons on the clan boss. You just saw him do it. So that can stack up and, you know, significantly boost your damage output. So Aethor is also a pretty good choice for clan boss. And now we're moving on to Lordly Legionnaire, I believe his name. Now, once again, he's kind of like the whisper of the group, right? He doesn't really bring too much to the table, but, you know, sometimes, like we said, you have to, you know, use what you have, right? So Lordly Legionnaire isn't bad, but he has that A3, I believe, that has continuous heal. So, you know, continuous heal is a very good buff to keep you alive if you don't have lifesteal. So, you know, maybe he might be an option for you, but regardless, at the end of the day, this team is able to 4-key if you're on Void, to get max chest. So this is another team composition that you could build, and from here transition into Ultra Clan Boss. So yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Round 3. Fight!
Alright, so let's talk about team number 3. So you guys know Aethor, Steel Skull, and Coffin Smasher. So let's start off with Rearguard Sergeant. So Rearguard Sergeant is very similar to Tyrell. She has decreased attack, decreased defense, but what she does different is she has continuous heal and ally protection. So depending on the team composition, you might prefer her over Tyrell, or you might only have her. So if that is your case, she is not a bad champion to use. She's pretty solid. She could get you pretty far in Clan Boss. Now I don't know if she's still as popular as she used to be, but yeah, she's not a bad choice. But there is one champion right here, Skull Crusher. Now he is a solid choice because he is one of the 3 champions in this game that has counterattack. So you see, Steel Skull just got knocked out, but with a counterattack team comp, her A1 has poison, so it really benefits her a lot. So I'm just saying, you know, it's all about team synergy, team composition. So some champions become a lot better based on who you have in that team composition, right? So this is a very good build. You see, this one did more damage than the other 2 teams that you saw. So, you know, team synergy, big deal, right? Yeah. So let's move on to team number 4.
Round 4. Fight!
Alright, so let's talk about the last team on this video, but if you guys want to see more and different types of team comps, let me know and I might do a second part to this video. But anyways, we have J-Rig taking the spot of Tyrell and Rearguard Sergeant. But just like Rearguard Sergeant, I feel like J-Rig is falling off just a little bit because we have new epics now like Spectacle Sentinel. I'm pretty sure I messed up her name, but she's slightly better, right? And it's very natural for games like this. You have to release better champions or people won't care. And sadly, some champions will just slowly start to fall off. But if J-Rig's the only champion you have, then I can understand. And he's really not that bad. He still fulfills his job and that role of attack down, increased defense pretty well. So, you know, if you have him, it's not a bad choice. And we also have a Cold Brawler here. Now, he is an excellent poison DPS champion for any clan boss composition. He is very good. He is very similar to Frozen Banshee, but a Cold Brawler has some unique abilities built into his toolkit, right? So he's very fun, very interesting. I personally like a Cold Brawler more than Frozen Banshee, but hey, everybody has their personal preference, right? And there's nothing wrong with running 2 poisoners like you see in this video playing right now. They do pretty good. They're able to 4-key Nightmare Clan Boss, so, you know, not bad, right? Now, Stag Knight, he is like the Whisper and the Lordly Legionnaire of this team comp. He's good, he helps you out everywhere in the game, but he's not really built for clan boss. But sometimes you need to bring in somebody else that can help, and Stag Knight helps by doing decreased attack, decreased defense, and he has a passive that helps out with accuracy. So, you know, sometimes that's what you got to do. Alright, so let's wrap this video up. So in the background, we're just going to showcase some of the equipment that these champions were wearing. And by no means am I saying this is how you should build them. I'm just letting you know, for just showing you for some people that likes to see, you know, the stats and stuff for these champions, right? So there you go, it's playing in the background. But before I go, I do want to say, hey, thank you for watching my videos. I'm almost at 2K subs, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. And I do want to say, yes, I know, guys, and you guys know that we could have picked many other champions, right? And the gear you see in the background isn't even optimized, but that's really the point. I just really wanted to showcase some team compositions for you guys, so you could be like, is it worth leveling a champion? Will the champion work? And you could like watch this video and make that judgment for yourself, because most of you guys already know what kind of team composition you need, right? You need decreased attack, decreased defense. If you have counter, you need a speed tune. Most of you guys already know that, and there are tons of videos out there with that information. But I think, like I said earlier in the video, the hardest thing is really just knowing if it works, right? Like, does your team comp work? You know, because everybody doesn't have the same champions, and investing resources just to find out it doesn't work can suck. So I just wanted to kind of throw different team comps out there with epic and rares that are more accessible, so you can be like, oh crap, I see it does work, so I have these champions, let me build this up, and then I'll progress slowly into making a better team comp to take down Ultra Nightmare clan boss. Because I'm telling you, as of right now, unless Polarium changes the way they do it, there's really no incentive to like spend massive amount of money just so you could one key Ultra Nightmare clan boss. I think it's ridiculous, because no incentive, just build a team to get max chests and collect the rewards, and then maybe when they have newer content, then you could think about spending tons of money in this game. But for now, there's no rush, you know, because once you could 4 key Ultra Nightmare clan boss, what else are you going to do? Faction wars, yes, but you know, they nerf it all the time, so you might as well just wait till they really nerf it, and then boom, you'll clear it anyways, right? So I don't know, I'm not trying to rant about that, but regardless, you know, thank you for watching the video. Any questions, anything you want to ask me, anything you want me to do, just leave in the comment section, and yeah, we could go from there. But you know, you guys be safe, take care, and yeah, catch you on the next one. Peace.